can have available something like family prayers. Like for example, prayer of the family during a wedding anniversary of the parents. Prayer for a sick child. Okay? Prayer for a dead relative or a dead son or a dead parent. So that, kasi we don't have more of those. When somebody dies, we bring them to Mass. There's a novena prayer for that, and then the rosary. But there is really no specific prayer that perhaps his family can pray on that particular days. But also prayer for a journey, going abroad or going to Boracay or somewhere else. Before they go, then there's a family prayer for that. So you can find in all that book a collection of prayers in Tagalog, which came originally from a book in English.
So, Father, is it safe to say that you're one of the first who ever translated prayers for the local vernacular?
I don't know, but as far as I know, it was something that was not available
At that time.
As for easily available for local public.
So that's why you decided to translate it.
Yes.
So,
yes.
Father, so when did you start writing, or when did you start actually translating your work?
This was in between 95. I started in 93, but I was doing another work. I was assigned as director of the spiritual pastoral program in San Jose. So I'm doing my thesis while I was part of that.
So you started at like 16 years old, or
93. Well, I started part of it, and then I stopped, and then I finally was able to defend it in 97. Okay, and then it was published in 99. Okay. By St. Paul's. Yeah.
So does that mean you find it difficult to start on a project, or does it take time, or does it like come immediately? Or kasi diba like Father, you started 93 and then you were able to publish it 99 if I'm...
Yeah.
So it took a long time before you actually did.
Well, because after it was published in 97, it became one of the sisters that I know asked if you have something worth publishing. I said, I have this translation, so you might want to publish it. So it took about 2 years before actually it was 2 years with the publisher before they were able to release the book.
So matagal mo talaga?
Oo, matagal talaga.
Pero they were able to publish it commercially naman for a lot of people?
I think it's still available.
Sa St. Paul's pa?
St.
So we
Paul's.
can get a copy?
Online.
Okay. What inspired you to do it? Yun nga, besides the fact that you said na wala pang ganong translation at that time?
Well, because I needed it for an MA thesis.
Okay, so you needed it in person.
Yeah, but I wanted something that I felt at that time will be more useful than putting it in a library, in the thesis collection of a library.
So is it safe to say na parang you were hitting two words in one stone, so to speak? Parang you were doing your MA thesis for at the same time you were...
Well, I'm using it because I said maybe I can use something which can be helpful for ministry, for my future work as a priest. So when I started translating it, I have that in mind. And also my thesis mentor said, well, if you're going to translate this, make it worthwhile that it can be published later.
That's what happened.
And that's what happened.
Pero do you still, of course, you still refer to it naman sometimes?
Yes, I still use it. I still use it once in a while. So it has been available there. I don't know whether they're still on stock, but at least as far as last year, they're still available.
If you don't mind me asking, Father, what are your favorite, like, so to speak, religious books or yung supplements to yung pwede namin ma-refer to if ever we need like anything? Like you said, ganyan si Father Green wrote a lot of books. Ano yung favorite like books nyo to read whenever you have like for like leisure reading or pleasure reading?
Before, when I was a bit young in the society as a scholastic, I like to read the books of Graham Greene. Yeah, there are some of his novels have been made into a movie. Or The End of the Affair is one of them.
No.
Okay, the other one is the Quiet American. Okay, they were made. The End of the Affair was made sometime, I think, the beginning of this decade. And the Quiet American after that. So there were two books, two of his novels that were made into movies recently. But there were previously other books like the Honorary Consul. So I like to read those. But recently, I'm reading more of books that on my area where I do my ministry, and that is in the area of spirituality. So books on nation spirituality, then those are the things that I do a lot of reading. When I was doing my doctor of ministry in Toronto, of course I had to read a lot of the spirituality books because that is one area where I need to focus on, especially on lay spirituality.
Father, how have books influenced or affected your life personally?
Well, it broadened my understanding of spiritual life. One, because then I begin to understand that spirituality can mean going to Mass or saying the Rosary. But for me, it's one, it opens up to different ways of praying. One. Second, the relationship of prayer and your relationship with God, with life. Kasi sometimes there are two railroad tracks eh. Parang in railroad tracks, one says something to, I pray at this time, and this is the rest of my life. But they never meet. They never affect each other.
So how have books? So
Well, yeah, I'm saying, from there, from my reading of those, that I begin to see that insight about what spirituality is all about. It's a way of life, and it's not limited to my own way of praying or just restricted to my own personal religious practices.
So parang books were able to like pinagsaman niyo yung dalawang tracks.
Yes, yes. Secondly, because I'm a religious, so I wanted to know the significance of this, of my own of my own state of life, with my own spirituality that I'm supposed to live. So it informs my state of life. It informs my way of life, from what I read. Okay, it broadens my own understanding of what spirituality and what spiritual life is all about.
Father, di ba you've taught na rin sa college? Am I right? Or
No, I never taught in college.
Pero
I taught graduate school in theology here.
So you've taught sa graduate school ng theology here sa Ateneo?
And here at Theology School of Theology.
Okay.
Okay. And then, but I taught at high school.
High school sa Ateneo?
In 1984, 86 at Xavier University High School.
Oh, okay.
Mostly and also religion. So
Xavier University, Father, yung sa
high school? No.
Or
It's at Cagayan de Oro.
Ah, okay, okay.
There's Xavier University and there's Xavier School. They're two different entities. They're two different schools.
Father, how has being a teacher affected your writing?
Affected my
Your writing or your